Hey everybody, welcome to the Comic Booked Wednesday new comic preview show stuff with comics and we talk about them.
Yay.
See, I just made up a title. All right.
You did a good
Nice.
job.
We like it.
That's right. I'm Aaron, editor-in-chief of Comic Booked.
Hey everybody, Justin, managing editor over at Comic Booked.
Hi, I'm Jesse. I'm a writer. Comic booked.
So we thought we'd try three people. We've done two in the past. We thought we'd see how three goes and really just do a little preview of what's coming up tomorrow, June the 8th, 2016, and talk about some of the big books and kind of what we're looking forward to. So, Jesse, you want to get started and tell us a couple that you're looking forward to tomorrow?
Sure. Actually, one that I'm looking forward to quite a bit is Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman Rebirth. That is a title. I haven't followed her too much, but there's been a lot of interest for me around this. And if you get to know me and some of the things that I look for, I like the variants. And I know that Frank Cho is doing some of those, so that kind of was where my eye first got drawn to this. And I do like Greg Rucka's work. He's going to be on that,
Yep.
and it just seems like a good title. I've seen a lot of sort of hype around it, so it's definitely one that I'm anticipating. And speaking of variants, there's one by Stanley Artgerm coming out as well. So, definitely good artist there as well. So, I think that's definitely going to be on my list. You guys going to be getting that one or?
Yeah, we did a show last week for the Rebirth books and just to kind of reviewed each one. So we'll do the same thing this week. I'll probably end up picking up all five,
Okay.
and then Justin might get one.
Dude,
Maybe two. I end up getting them all just so we have them to talk about.
Yeah.
I may not continue the series, but
Right. I kind of was like hit or miss with the new 52 Wonder Woman. Like I read a few of the teen issues and then kind of dropped off and I jumped back on when Meredith Finch and David Finch started on the book. So I like that, but that's all I've heard was that people really, really enjoyed Greg Rucka's take on the character, so they were really happy that he was coming back. So this should be a really good book.
Yeah, well,
Exactly.
he did work pre-52, right? And then he did early 52, early new 52 work.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, and I've seen his other stuff that he's done that's been really good. So yeah, and I liked Superman, Wonder Woman, kind of the team up there, and I picked up I think the Justice League issues where they were together. So I like the development of the character in the new 52. I don't know. I'm still on the fence about the whole Rebirth thing, just because I'm not seeing the change yet. So
Hopefully, in one of these books, we will.
Yeah.
This week.
Right.
That was our only complaint about the Rebirth titles last week, Jesse, was that like the big tease or the big kind of reveal at the end of the actual DC Universe Rebirth book wasn't mentioned in any of those 4 books that came out last week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not even teased at. Where
Interesting.
we saw Batman pick out the button at the end of Rebirth.
Right.
In Batman Rebirth, it's like he's doing pull-ups on the edge of the building, and then he meets Duke, and he's like, "Hey, let me show you a new costume." And I'm going, "What?"
Yeah. As you're saying this, I can't help but think of Marvel and all new, all different. And they come in 8 months later. There's no mention of Secret Wars, and it's quite frankly, it's not all that new, not all that different. So
Well, every time there's like one thing they target. Okay, this time, like I always think of House of M. The big thing about House of M was how do we get Carol Danvers back in the Marvel Universe?
yeah,
House of M, and then there's Carol Danvers. So that's kind of where we got with that. And then it was the same thing with
Miles.
Well, yeah, Miles was really the thing from from Secret Wars. No.
Right.
For Secret
Oh
Wars,
yeah,
they
that's right.
pulled
Because the
Ultimate.
Ultimate Universe, yeah.
Exactly.
But like I was thinking Original Sin. With Original Sin, it was kind of the Lady Thor thing.
Right.
So that was what came out of that. So
Still don't know the answer to. Why is he on me?
yeah, it's just weird. I mean, there's like one or two little things, and that's it. So
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see what happens. I think Rebirth promised a lot with the DC Universe Rebirth book, and we got 4 books already, and I'm still waiting for
And my thing though is all these Rebirth books that we're getting right now are one shots.
Mhm.
So maybe they're just introducing the character and where they're at, and once the ongoing series starts, then we'll actually get into the meat of the story.
Maybe.
Right. Yeah, they sort of have to introduce the new status quo and set the groundwork for whatever the story is going to be. So that may be what this is, and then once
Maybe.
it gets into the true number one, it'll get into that that first arc that we're waiting for. So
Yeah, I mean, I was really impressed with Green Lanterns. I liked the story. I liked the introduction of the rogue guardian who created some kind of a rainbow colored ring that was released into the whatever, and the fact that the Dominion was chasing him. I love the Dominion back in the day when they were in the invasion crossover they did. That was probably back in like the 90s, early 2000s. So that they showed up at the beginning of the book. I was like, oh, I love these guys because they were just wicked aliens that were out to kill everybody, So anyway. Well, Justin. Oh, okay. Well, you want to do a round, Justin? You pick one, and I'll talk about one, and then okay.
All right. Since I'm looking at DC, I'll just go with. I'll go with Flash because that's my hope. Okay. Flash Rebirth is my issue of hope for us to get more information about what's going on.
It's your new hope.
Well, they're not going to be. They can't really skirt it because everything's back, and so.
Wally's got to be there.
Everybody knows him. There's just Wally's.
Right. That's funny. Yeah, we'll have to see. I'm excited to see that one for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And
who's taking that over? I need to find out.
Josh Williamson, I believe.
Yeah, and your favorite artist is back on it, isn't he?
No, it's Carmen.
Something I was reading had what's his name? The guy you liked that was doing Flash before.
Brett Booth?
Yeah, no, the other guy. 3 names. You really liked him.
3
I
names.
can't remember. Sounds like.
Oh,
3 words.
Where is the Flash? It is.
Okay, moving on.
Okay. We'll circle back to that.
I don't know. Maybe there's another one. Robert, I don't know.
There's somebody whose art you were like, oh, I just loved his art on whatever, and you got the whole run. You had him sign some Flash issue for you.
Yeah.
And what was his name? Yeah.
Well, the artist is Brett Booth, but I had Van Jensen sign it.
Oh, Van Jensen, right. Okay, there was something that Van Jensen's doing, though, and I thought of you, and I can't remember what it was. But I saw some...
Cryptocracy or something.
Oh, Cryptocracy from...
yes.
Yeah, it was from Image, right?
Oh.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah, that looks really good. But yeah, when I saw that, I thought about you, so yeah. So while we're in DC here, I know it's funny, but I'm interested in seeing what Wacky Raceland is all about. I like that they're bringing back the Hanna-Barbera characters. I enjoyed Scooby-Doo or Scooby Apocalypse. I enjoyed Future Quest, and I'm interested in seeing what Wacky Raceland's like. So I'll read the Rebirth books, but I mean, I really used to be a big DC fan. I used to get everything back pre-Infinite Crisis. I got everything. And then through Infinite Crisis, I got everything. And then right up until, I don't know, the whole countdown to 52 thing. And I was just like, I just can't buy every book every week. So I think I got half of that. And then I was like, I'm done.
Yeah.
So.
I think I'm going to pick this book up, too. It's got really like a Mad Max or Death Race 2000 sort of vibe to it.
Yeah. I think it'll be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Huh.
So,
I'll check it
all
out
right,
too.
so let's move on to another publisher.
Okay.
Jesse, you want to pick somebody else?
Another publisher? Sure. Let's do Dark Horse. One that I'm looking forward to is actually Prometheus Life and Death #1.
Yes.
It's a continuation of the story cycle. They just did it was Predator Life and Death.
Right.
Right. So this is that same story, but with a different title. Ridley Scott, Colonial Marines and everything. So can't say no to those. Dan Abnett's on it, and I think it's David Palumbo as the cover.
It's like Dan Abnett's on everything.
Yeah, he's doing so much. But it should be pretty cool, sci-fi horror type of genre. So.
Yeah, well, the Fire and Stone last year was awesome. The miniseries that they did for each one, Those were really, really good. I got all of those. And then I've got Aliens Defiance as well, which is running right now, which has been really good. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this one too. Okay. And Justin, you were saying honorable mention for something?
Oh, I was just going to say, just for DC, so nobody misses this week, Action Comics and Detective Comics are coming back out with their old numbering. So
Yep.
if you have the old ones and you want to keep your collection going, you need to pick these up.
Right.
But let's see. I don't get anything from Dark Horse this week. We can jump to... How about we jump to Image?
Okay.
Go for it.
Faster Than Light issue number 7 is coming
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, definitely one of my favorite books that's going on right now. We were lucky enough to be able to talk to the creator, Brian Haberlin, and just great guy. The story that's going on in this, I love, just because it's something that could happen. Really, it really could. The government could have some info that we don't know about. But it's so.
That was number
don't tell
6.
us everything?
Do what?
I said, you mean they don't tell us everything?
No. If they do, then I'm really disappointed.
Yeah, true.
But just if you're a sci-fi fan, if you like great art, then I would definitely say check out Faster Than Light.
Yeah, plus the AR. I mean, they have the tech component. If you're a tech person, you like computers, you have an iPad or an iPhone or an Android phone, download the UAR app and use it with the comic. You get a ton of additional content through 3D images and additional video to watch. It's really, really cool. They have done a great job integrating that UAR technology into the comic. It's been awesome. All right, so if we're looking at Image, Renato Jones, the 1%, number 2 comes out next week or tomorrow, and that first issue was amazing. He is the rich kid who realizes that that's not the right thing. he goes after and hunts down rich people who don't deserve to be rich, and it's really, really cool because it's just done in such a way that it's just over the top crazy, and the artwork was so good. It was an awesome book. That first issue was amazing, so I'm looking forward to number 2.
Nice. I remember when I saw the first issue, for whatever reason, I thought about Scud, the disposable assassin.
Right. That's true.
That's just what it looked like to me.
That's funny.
That's an old reference. If anybody gets that, you get a point.
And if you collect 5 points, then nothing happens.
No.
You get the notepad.
That's right. We'll send you an empty envelope.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
Okay, we want to do one more round?
Is it my turn? Yeah, I'll do Image since we're on Image. One that I'm looking forward to. It's actually at number 4. It's called Headlopper. Andrew McLean is on that book. It's actually a quarterly book, so it doesn't come out too often. It's on issue 4, and it came out in September. So it tells you how long between issues it takes. It's a good story. It's about like a demigod type of a person, and pretty neat. A lot of violence and fighting in it. So
good.
If you like that type of thing, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Artwork is not the sort of traditional artwork. It's a little different, but definitely a good book to check out.
Awesome.
Nice.
Justin, you have one more? Oh, I guess we can go to Marvel if you want to.
Okay.
We don't have to, but
we'll go to Marvel.
I
mean, there's 2. Oh, man, that's a good one. There's a book that I want to jump back on for Marvel that I dropped called Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm kind of regretting dropping that book. Like, I miss reading that book for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I guess because everything else in Marvel's like finally died down to the point I'm like, I miss that story and those characters. Crap. So I have to fill that back in.
I'm actually like Guardians of Infinity better than Guardians of the Galaxy.
Starhawk? Is that the guy's name?
Yeah.
The blue guy?
He's a girl now, again. He's a girl now, again.
I think he's going to be in the movie.
Oh, yeah.
He
or she. That. He or she, right. Yeah, she's a girl now. So I'd say that Guardians of Infinity has been really good. It's been a very cool story because it's like the Guardians 3000, the current Guardians of the Galaxy, and the Guardians 1000 have all kind of met in the past and in all times, because there's this construct across space and time, and they're fighting these guys. It's just completely crazy, but it's really, really a good story. So anyway,
Nice.
that doesn't come out tomorrow. So, but what am I looking forward to? I guess I don't know. That I guess I would hop out of Marvel, because there's not really anything in Marvel that I'm really excited that I'm really looking forward to tomorrow. I am excited to see Kaiju Max Season 2, Number 2 from Oni Press.
Mm-hmm.
Kaiju Max has been an awesome series. If you like giant monsters and you like Orange is the New Black, it's like Godzilla meets Orange is the New Black. It's just such a cool story. A supermax prison for kaiju, for giant monsters,
right?
And it's just really cool. So the end of season 1, the main character and another monster broke out of the prison, and so now they're kind of on the run, and it's cool.
So now it's like Monster Prison Break.
Right. Now they're on the run and they're hiding out, but it's cool because if you read through it and the way they talk to each other, it's like hey, Myzilla, how's it going? And come on, Mon. You're my Mon, right? It's just funny because they take typical like urban slang stuff, and then they change it up to be monster related. It's really funny.
Nice.
Sounds interesting.
Where are you going next?
All right, I think I'm actually going to jump back to Marvel for a second. And the book that I'm looking forward to from them, a couple of the others, would be Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts number 2 is coming out. Jim Zub is writing that.
Yep.
I am a 90s comic book person. That was where I really grew up and really found my love for comics. So, yeah. All right.
Yep.
So, you know how that is. You get that special tie to it. And when I read that first issue, I was really drawn back into that decade. And, the artwork and the story itself really brought me back to that. And I loved it. I thought that was great. So I'm anticipating number 2 and hoping it is as good as much as I enjoyed number 1. I hope I get that from this issue as well.
Yeah, I like that it's the only book really that's tying into what happened with the assault on Pleasant Hill. It's almost like everybody else just already forgot, except for some of the villains. But yeah, in Thunderbolts, it's like this is the direct result of that. And yeah, Jim Zub's doing a great job on that book so far.
Right.
Justin, you got one more?
Okay. Daredevil number 8, because it's Daredevil number 8.
There you go.
I love Daredevil. So, Charles Soule's doing a great job. This story's been awesome as we go through Elektra being back in Matt's life. So, definitely pick it out. If you like the TV show, if you like ninjas and dark art, check out Daredevil.
Like ninjas.
Yep.
Ninjas.
So, all right, then I guess, is this our last one? It's our last pick? Okay.
Oh, we're doing one? Okay.
So, I think, I don't know, I have really enjoyed Big Trouble in Little China from Boom Studios. It's hitting issue 25 tomorrow, which is a big milestone. Most of the books have ended at like 20. I know they did Escape from New York, which was a great series, and they had a good ending to it. It was kind of done. But Big Trouble in Little China, they've done a really good job of writing a new story to continue right from the end of the movie and just make it interesting. So it's pretty cool. They've done some time travel, which has been cool, and they went back in time, and now they're back to the present for Jack Burton, but not for the girl who's with him. It's kind of funny. She's from nowadays, and she's like, "No, I can't stand this." It's really funny. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, that says something about that book that it made it to 25.
Oh yeah.
I can say when I saw issue number 1 on the shelf when it came out, I was like, 10 issues.
Yeah, but no, 6 seasons in a movie. So, yeah, no, it's been good, and I'm sure some of that is building on the fact that the movie is getting remade, even if it is with The Rock. But yeah, I look forward to that. I think that's the finale, 25, but who knows?
Wow. Learn something new every day. I didn't know The Rock was attached to a remake of that.
Yeah, he's doing he's going to be Jack Burton in that new movie. So I mixed feelings, you know. So I mean, he's no Kurt Russell, but
No.
yeah. So all right,
You got one more, Jesse?
Sure. I'll stick with Marvel again. Seems like my pull is top loaded towards Marvel, but I do like the character Deadpool. So we have Deadpool and the Mercs for Money coming out. It's part 5 of 5. I really like how Cullen Bunn writes Deadpool. It's funny to me, and Declan Shalvey also is a good artist, so he's doing the cover on that. So
is it a $10 book?
It's it might as well be. All the other Deadpools are. No, this is going to be $99. So
okay. Yeah, I went in the shop last week and I was like, oh, there's a $10 Deadpool book on the shelf again. And I dropped Deadpool. Yeah. I said, I'm done. I'm not getting any more. I really like Deadpool, but I don't really like paying $10 every few months whenever they feel like charging me $10.
Yeah.
I don't care how many pages are in the dumb thing. Because that's been the third $10 book now.
Right.
If it wasn't some, it's either a $10 book in the regular series or it's a biannual, for $8.99 or $7.99. And
right. And their argument on that was, there's 3 books in this one book, so we're going to charge you.
Oh, somebody said 4, right? I think there's 4 in that.
Stories,
yeah. Whatever.
Let me choose the
book in it, and I didn't get it. So
yeah,
I don't care. All right, Justin, what's your last one?
I already no. I got nothing else. I don't know.
Nothing else? Okay.
I can tell. Okay, just to mention it. Marvel has this thing, just because people may not know. Marvel has this thing out now, a new imprint called Timely Comics. So you're going to start to see these show up. Like they did it last week with a couple books. Like this week we got Timely Comics Daredevil #1, Doctor Strange #1, and Drax #1. And what those are doing is they're just collecting the first 3 issues of the current volume. So like Timely Comics Daredevil #1 will be the first 3 issues of the Charles Soule run that's currently going. And those are selling for $3. So it's a good jumping on point for people that maybe weren't too sure about a series when it first came out. Maybe you've heard pretty good things about it. Well, now you can get the first couple issues for 3 issues for $3. So
yeah, it's not bad. They're playing off of what Image does. Every 5 issues they do that $10 trade, which is awesome. But yeah, I guess I don't like that. We're only 7 issues into that run, and now they're reprinting the first 3 issues for Daredevil. It just seems odd. But it's at least with the True Believers books that they did during Secret Wars, it was older stuff that they were reprinting because people don't have it.
Right. And those were $1.
Right. So
and that was the point I was going to make too. The name Timely is actually, it was Martin Goodwin's company before it became Marvel.
That's right.
For me, if they're going to use the name Timely to give people like a little teaser of a book, have it be a really old book that pulls from where that name came from. I think that was where they should have gone with that, and leave the True Believers to the more modern stuff.
Yeah, well, they probably couldn't do a lot of that because some of that old Captain America is pretty racist.
True.
Yeah.
So, and you can't reprint alcoholic Iron Man stuff. There's always something. That's a problem. Too sexist, too much drinking. So,
for that time, the Punisher changed races.
Yeah, although I was reading issue 2. I actually I picked up that book because I had in one of my boxes. I have a stack of Punisher stuff like this, and in that stack is where he switches race. It's hilarious. But I'm looking at the Punisher #2, and
last week
for the new series that came out last week. So the guy there in the middle, that's Punisher.
Yeah,
that's supposed to be Frank Castle.
That looks like Frank Castle. I know.
That looks like Power Man.
Yeah,
it looks like Luke Cage, and I'm like, what the heck? What am I reading? Anyway, it's been a good book, but yeah. No, anyway. So my last pick is Harrow County #13 comes out this week, and that is just such a good book. The artwork is amazing. Although last issue we had a new artist, and I'm not sure who's doing the art this year or this week, but the last issue had a different artist, which was it made it interesting. The story was still really, really good because Cullen Bunn's writing it, but Tyler Crook had taken a break for that issue. So, but it's very cool story. It's kind of an old country story about a girl who is the reincarnation of a witch, and she's kind of realizing her powers, but she realizes she doesn't have to be evil, which was really cool. And now she's just sort of shoring up her community in a way. She's trying to make people understand that she's here to help, and she's trying to take care of some of the bad stuff that's out there. And it's been really an excellent series.
Awesome.
All right. Well, tons of books out tomorrow. We will, if all goes well, we'll do a haul show, or I'll do a haul show, or somebody will do a haul show tomorrow as well. But at least our preview ideas here, titles that we're excited about. So definitely leave us some comments about what you're excited about getting, or if you watch this tomorrow, let us know what you picked up, and we'll reply.
Yeah, and also, if you want to see the full list, head over to comicbook.com, check out the new comics list. That'll give you everything that's hitting the shelves this week. So everything that comes out is sitting over there, so check it out.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Good stuff. Yeah, and definitely check out comicbook.com anytime, because we have new content every day, at least 2 articles a day at this point. Reviews, interviews, comics you may never have heard of that got reviewed, which is pretty cool stuff. I think that, we support the indie community so well that we're bringing stuff out that nobody else is really talking about, which is great. So it's all about relationships and getting comics out there for people. So.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, Justin and Jesse, thanks for joining me tonight. I appreciate you guys taking the time. And everybody out there, thanks for watching, and go read more comics.
That's right.
All right. Enjoy. Good night.